Hi guys, I'm GAURI and I'm an intern at LEXIS and Company. I'm a Symbiosis Law School Pune student, and today we are going to cover Muslim Divorce Part 2. There's already a Part 1 video, you can go and watch that first. Okay, so today we'll be studying when the law becomes irrevocable. What is irrevocable? Irrevocable means that you cannot change it. You cannot change it. Once you've given talaq, it's binding. Like when does talaq become a binding? So, in the case of an unaccustomed marriage, the talaq becomes irrevocable as soon as it is pronounced. In case of consummated marriage, there are three types of talaq. Talaq asl, it becomes irrevocable on the expiration of iddat period. Talaq hasan, as soon as the third pronouncement is made. Talaq ul biddat, as soon as it is pronounced. Revocation of talaq. It can be revoked by words or impliedly, by actions, by any conduct of husband. It can be revoked by an agent. A conditional or contingent revocation of a talaq or revocation which is subject to cancellation is invalid. Alright. Now, what are the conditions necessary for valid exercises of the right of divorce by the husband? When can the husband give divorce? Number one, that the husband should be of the age of majority and puberty. He can effect divorce whenever he desires. Whenever he desires. Even if he divorces his wife in compulsion or in jest or in anger, that is considered as perfectly valid. His emotions, or even if it is not, usually under compulsion, we say that when a person is not of sound mind when it comes to contracts, uh, it's not binding on that person. It's voidable at the discretion of the person who was under compulsion. But divorce is not like this under Muslim law. Even if the person is under compulsion, the talaq is valid. Also, the presence of wife is not required. We read in the previous video that it can also be done over telephone or by an agent, right? So there the wife is not there. All right, the presence of witness is not required, and it will be effective from the date she got to know about the same. For example, a person, he gives a divorce to his wife on 7th June 2021. All right, they don't live together because of certain things. On 23rd August, the wife gets to know that her husband had pronounced talaq. So now talaq is there. Now it is effective. We have the same thing in the contracts, right? Contracts, when a contract is valid, when the person gets to know. So the same goes here. Now, what is zihar? If a husband who compares his wife to some prohibited female relation of his, the act is known as zihar. For example, even if under anger or something, a husband says to his wife, "ये तू खाना मेरी माँ की तरह बनाती है." He uses the word "माँ की तरह." It is one of the female relation of his, right? So even it is known as zihar there. So in such cases, the wife may apply to the court, or she refuses herself to him till he performs penance by way of fasting for 2 months or feeding 60 persons. If husband neither performs the penance nor pronounces a talaq, the court may grant a divorce. Under Muslim law, only men can give divorce under the Muslim law. Otherwise, females can go ahead with the procedure of the court, but civil law, but they cannot give it under the Muslim law. What is illa? When a person who is of sound mind and has attained puberty takes a vow oath by God to abstain from sexual intercourse for a period of not less than 4 months or for an unspecified period, he is said to make illa. Illa may be revoked before expiry of the period of 4 months by resumption of conjugal intercourse, and if the intercourse is impossible for causes beyond the control of husband, then by express words. This can be done. Khulla. First of all, let's see what, like, who can do khulla. Khulla has to be done by a husband and wife who are of sound mind and above the age of puberty. A divorce may be made with consent and at the instance of the wife if she gives or agrees to give a consideration to the husband for her release from the marriage tie. And the husband may make a conditional or contingent proposal of khulla. Now, divorce, like we did it earlier, like I just told you in a few moments back, that females cannot give divorce. Females cannot ask for divorce. They can ask for divorce only if they are ready to give a consideration to the husband. And it is a mutual thing, or even if it is not a mutual thing, consideration has to go. And the consideration is not a small amount, it's a really big amount. So, yes. And yes, the husband may make a conditional or contingent proposal for khula. What is Mubarak? Mubarak is a mutual consent divorce. Alright, now we have talaq tafweez. Talaq Husband who has attained the age of puberty and is of sound mind may, by an agreement made at the marriage, or subsequently delegate his power to give effect to his wife or to any other person. Such power may be exercised subject to any condition or contingency which is not opposed to any law or to the public policy. So this was all about Muslim divorce. For any questions or any feedback, please feel free to use the comment section. Also, this video is only for educational purposes. Thank you. See you guys in the next video.